Hey guys, welcome back to World of Warships, and it's finally time to play the Elbing. This being ship request, a lot of you wanted to see this ship, especially with its legendary upgrade. Ship request, of course, is where you guys get to pick whatever ships I play, so in the comments down below, suggest the next ship, and whatever is most upvoted, that's what I'll play next time. With the Elbing here, we have a very large destroyer, almost a cruiser, but still classified as a destroyer with very powerful main guns. 150s, but the AP here is really the strong suit. Massive alpha damage, improved pen angles, nearly the pen of Hindenburg AP, which is not the best pen at cruisers, but that's very, very good pen for a destroyer. So we should be citadeling light cruisers with no problem out to very large ranges. Elbing has this legendary upgrade that I actually haven't played with yet, so I'm very excited to take a look at it today here with ship request. Main battery turret traverse speed plus 100%. As one of my main complaints with this ship, it was very sluggish to use these guns. It's a large ship, of course, and that makes sense, but as a destroyer, it's so difficult to be that flexible, reactive role with very slow turrets. So this is a really nice upgrade here we're going to play with, as well as gaining a bit of reload, although you are losing reload compared to using just regular reload mod. But the other benefit here is going to be your speed. While you have your engine boost up, 12% more speed, which is nice, and I assume that's going to be rather useful. Also using the engine boost mod here as well to get a little bit more duration out of it. The build is, well, I'm not sure. Went with some of the recommended ones here. Might want some concealment, we'll see. Anytime I'm on a flank alone as a destroyer and I don't have the best concealment here, it's always a little bit uncomfortable, but if we can play that second line destroyer role where we have a friendly DD doing that scouting for us, we follow in like a kilometer behind them, that's going to be really powerful. Doing some more main gun upgrades, of course, more AP damage since we're mostly going to be spamming AP here. And then I'm going with some Superintendent just to try and stay alive. I think our smoke as well as our engine boost are kind of our lifelines here. No heal, so I do want to be able to use those rather liberally. I want to use a smoke early on and still feel like I'm going to have smokes for the late game. Something else here really nice about the Elbing, even though we have a very large, easy to hit hull, we have 25mm plating here, which is enough to shatter a lot of smaller caliber destroyer HE. Anytime you're fighting things that have quarter pen or that have higher caliber, Ragnar for example, you're going to get absolutely crushed. But if you're fighting normal destroyers, Gearing, Shimakaze, Daring even, a lot of these DDs with their high explosive only have 21mm of pen, so you're going to shatter all of that. They have to swap to the AP. But then at that point, we should be angled if they're swapping shell types, so then they're just going to be bouncing. We also have 34,000 HP. That's a lot. So even though we don't have a heal, we have a ton of base HP that should help us stay alive. At base, we have 38 knots of speed as well, so that's going to be pretty good for that engine boost to power us up. And then torpedoes, well, they have good reload and decent damage output. 50 knots is not great, so I don't expect to be landing too many torps, mostly just going to be zoning torps. I think that's about it for the key aspects of this ship. Let's jump into some games. So I already can feel those turret traverse buffs because of this legendary upgrade. Feels very nice, much more comfortable to play this thing. We spawn on a flank with a druid, so very good gun power for our destroyers on this flank. Not the best spotting, but we will try and make it work. Notice no radar here for the enemy team, so I can play a little more aggressive and then again use those smoke screens. Hopefully our druid will help us out if we get into a gunfight. Some pretty scary ships on the enemy team, like a Sherman for example. Oh, here's a rune though. I'm definitely the one spotting, right? So I don't want to... Do I want to shoot? I'm not sure I want to shoot quite yet. I'll torp the gap just in case a battleship comes behind. And I think I'll just wait. Patience is very important with a DD, especially without a heal. So I'm going to just get ready to kite away or anything like that. Thunderer on his way, although probably going to turn out. And Marceau is on the enemy flank, or on the other flank, so I don't have to worry about that. Sherman's a little spooky. I'm also playing more passive now because our druid is playing very, very passively as well. So the other thing... Oh, it's a Kitakaze. Nice. Not a Sherman. So with the AP, we're often going to just overpen destroyers anytime we're dealing with them. Okay, I have to shoot an Austin, though. I have to. You guys won't let me hear the end of it if I don't. Great dispersion. That's a Citadel already. No, I went too high. My aim. That's the problem with DDs like this that have such insane accuracy. Another Citadel. Let's go. The accuracy is so good, it just shows you exactly how bad your aim is. Oh, Sherman. He's going to get behind that island, though. So, no shots for him, unfortunately. What's our speed at? Our speed is pretty good here, honestly. Improve pen angles? Oh, yeah. Look at that damage. And, I mean, we have such insane range, too, here as a DD. Almost said cruiser, but as a DD. I mean, poor Austin, right? Like, all these battleships are definitely going to want to shoot at him, and then we're just along here as well. That is tough. Okay, Sherman's leaving. Fair enough. So here we're going to see, I think, a bunch of overpens. The HE doesn't have very high alpha, though, so honestly, the overpens might be just fine to use as damage as well. Alright, let's smoke up here. I don't feel like eating a bunch of sap from this Sherman here. So that's fine. Save our HP, right? That's what I want to do here. Ooh, Austin. Alright, give me another spot on that. And I'll be very happy. Should maybe be shooting the Holland here, but I really want to see what we can do to some of these cruisers. Doubtful we can Citadel a rune, but improve pen angles, giving us some nice AP damage, I think. Our druid is doing very well. He played passive at the start, but again, save your HP at the start, and then play aggressive when you can. Worked out quite well there. Thunderer on his way in. We actually have good HE pen, by the way. 38 millimeters. Oh, we hit the... Nice. See, zoning torps, but they caught him. They caught him. That's crazy. Of course, we will go after Rune here. We get the cap. Very nice. Turns away a little faster than I was hoping, so we miss. 50k damage already, though. That's pretty nice. I'm not going to turn for that. My teammates probably have that, or he's just not going to be spotted enough. And yeah, he goes dark, so even if I started turning my turrets. Maybe should be worried about Austin a little bit here. Could be sneaking up on us. I mean, this is so comfortable, guys. I really like this legendary upgrade. And speaking of legendary upgrades, you might have noticed partway through the Zhao video yesterday, noticing that, wow, some of the old modules are also just buffs to the ships. My criticism of the Colombo upgrade may not be valid in that case, where it is just a buff to that ship. Yeah, it's still... Colombo's kind of busted right now, in my opinion, but some of these legendary upgrades really do just... They just are a buff to the ship. And I think this Elbing one certainly can count for that. It feels so much nicer to play already. And I haven't played it in a while, to be fair, but Elbing was one of my least favorite ships to play. And that's why you didn't see it much. I was a little worried about this. Oh my goodness, what is that? That is 11,000 damage, is what that is. Wow. I mean, his sap can munch us up, though. Like, he'll just absolutely annihilate us. But I think that salvo should kill, and then we can turn in to not, not take too much. Yes, we did it. We should watch for torps. Yeah. No hydro on this German destroyer. It's a little awkward. Now then, do we go deal with those guys? No, they're dealing with Jaeger, Shima, a sub. They're not having a good time. So let's go down here and maybe shoot at this Yamato a little bit. See what our long-range AP can do here to this Yamato. Upper belt is very squishy on the Yamato. 32 millimeters only, so yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, this thing's kind of nuts. Thunder's on us as well. All right, sure. Dodge a little bit. Ah, yeah, the Thunder shot probably should have been more focused on that one. That's all right, though. 18 kilometers. It's quite a ways. Big ship, of course. All right, there we go. And let's try and slow down to maybe juke the Yamato shells. No, I slowed down too soon. But the engine boost dodge? No, and he gets the full pan when we're broadside. All right, I am not dodging very well. This is the first game after coming back from the weekend, so playing poorly with these dodges. So I'll just smoke up. That's fine. That is fine. Oh, there's our Luchin's buff. Let's go. Unfortunately, we're not able to spot for ourselves here right now. Druid has gone to the cap, I guess. Deal with the sub, maybe? Do I spot here? No, I don't. Too bad. 45.4 knots top speed by the looks of things. Wow. That's pretty spicy. That is very fast. All right, let's play the spotting DD role for our team, and then just use these torps, I guess. Yeah, you get much slower as soon as that engine boost runs out. This is a very, very good legendary upgrade as well. It's unfortunate that you can't earn them anymore. To speak a little bit more about these legendary upgrades, I'm not actually opposed to them being a buff to the ship. I just wish they were something you would earn by playing the ship. That's how they originally were. You'd earn XP or whatever and a combat mission that was permanently tied to the ship. And it was an interesting way to do legendary upgrades, I thought. And now that they're in the Research Bureau, it means that for newer players just getting some of these tier 10s, they will not even be able to look at these legendary upgrades until... I think Research Bureau is you need to have 3 tier 10 ships unlocked before you can even see it. Or you get some research points via some event in-game, maybe a dockyard or something like that. Oh, hey, a heal. Nice, let's go. So, you know, it's something like that where, personally, I would love to see it, I don't know, be a little bit easier to get access to these things if we're going to make them into a buff. Let's see, torp hits, maybe. Yes, actually 13k, that's not bad. 1 minute left. So with Thunder looking that way, and he just shot, so let's go. Maybe we can bait him into turning out to get all of his guns firing at us onto these torpedoes here. Not so sure about that. Oh, here we go. Yes, he's taking the bait, guys, and these torps are so slow, we can get one. Actually, 2. Nice. All right. Not bad. Can we get the kill yet? Yes. 167. First game back in the Elbing. It's good to be back. Wow. Okay, I was wrong. Yep. Y'all were right, okay? I've been off and on. People in the comments and on streams have been telling me to play this ship with the legendary upgrade, and I have been refusing. And wow, how wrong I was. My goodness, this is very, very strong. Fun, very fun too. So up next we have some arms race, and we spawn middle alone. This is kind of what I'm talking about, where if you don't have a destroyer friend, Might be a little awkward. Although this game I decided to swap out range on the commander for concealment. So we have 6.5 kilometer detect now. Might work out, we'll see. Just want to try it since I know the range. I wouldn't call it a lighthouse because we're not even taking the, whatever the Fearless Brawler I think it's called. 10% reload when you're spotted. I think that might be a little too much, especially with us wanting to take some salvos out of our smoke as well, which is really nice. Do I have to be worried about that? Maybe I do. Okay, D-Fire. Let's go D-Fire. We take those. Certainly having a Vermont and a Minotaur around helped us. Arguments should clearly be made that I should go where my Vermont and Minotaur are to help me out. But I kind of want to come over here to help on this flank. We already have Azashio Shima over here. We get the most important buff, being the heal buff for free. And reload's also a nice buff to have. So maybe we come over here, send some torps into this area. Slow torps, I know, but maybe the zoning torps can help us out here. And we get some nice information here. I'm a little slow getting to this, but if this buff gets captured right away, then we're gonna know, oh, we're spotted by a radar? Gdansk radar, interesting. I'll fight a Gdansk. It's a big ship. Any chance of AP full pens? No, it's 6 over pens. Although this Marseille is really low. So, Gdansk gets it. That's fine. But... oh, he's reversing. Actually, torps. Hold. Hold for the torps. Maybe I talked too poorly about the torps early on here. Okay, there's Gdansk torps. Good. Hold on. Yes. Oh, that's too funny, man. And when he's angled like this, we might get full pens. Hold on. Yes, 2 full pens. So funny, man. All right. Carrier's coming over to spot. Carrier spotting is... oh, and the gearing torpedoes. This poor Gdansk, man. Oh, it's brutal. He got the buff, though. He got the buff, but that is painful if you're playing the Gdansk. Okay, he's gonna stop. It's fine. Sure. You can smoke, and you were the one spotting me, so I don't need to use my smoke. Not in this case, at least. A little bit of damage there, not too much. Hey, guess what's available again? I mean, he probably leaves his smoke, right? Right? Yeah, he's gonna leave his smoke. So why don't we just put another set here? Perhaps Wisconsin. Oh, why didn't that second one go? That's a radar, by the way. Let's go like that. Now we'll smoke. Over pens, unfortunate. Sherman's not quite wide enough for the full pens when he's broadside. However, when he's angled, yeah, there you go. See, anytime you get that full pen, it's just such massive damage. That's why I'm still going for him. It's just so valuable. Oh, I missed entirely. See, like, dispersion is so good that, I mean, it shows off your bad aim. You can't even blame RNG. That's maybe a downside of this. When you're playing a battleship and you miss aim, you can just blame RNG, and people don't really know. You can convince yourself it's the game, even though it's a skill issue. Not here, though. Not here. I'll say I'm missing a little bit of the range for now. Like, I could have been shooting this GK, but in this case, we should be able to help kill this Marseille here and maybe take some heat off of our gearing. Oh my goodness, 8.5. Oh my goodness, the damage. Yeah, we can certainly help keep our gearing alive. Yeah, let's go back middle now. But here's a great example. I could easily be shooting this GK with the range upgrade. And it's not like I've really been using the concealment this match. To be fair, there's carriers. In a non-carrier game, I would be able to, a little more easily, I think, use this concealment. Especially on these kind of flanks. But, wait, are my torps slow enough? I torped that middle a very long time ago. Are they slow enough? How funny is that? Normally you want faster torps.
Maschinenboost aktiviert.
No, they're too quick. All right, let's just absolutely slap this Wisconsin. Oh, the damage is gonna be so good. Yeah, 4K, 4K. 6. Do we have buffs? Yeah, we have 1 damage buff. Okay, that makes more sense. 7.7. I mean, some of these salvos are still possible, though. The damage, man. Yeah, our team is doing a great job here. Another 6. Dude, you cannot give broadside to this thing. Wow. And again, we have... I may not have mentioned it, actually. Wow. Certainly, we'll probably see some comments if I haven't, but the improved pen angles here, guys. 60 degrees. We're still guaranteed. Like you have to angle so much to this ship. It's like Des Moines pen angles, I think. It's so good. It's not quite Druid levels, to be fair, but it's still really, really good. You know, 13.5 kilometers of range isn't bad, I guess, but that extra few kilometers can be useful. I do think this ship can make use of it. The shell velocity is so good here that we can make use of it. So I'll probably end up using that on this ship going forward. Which torps are those? Azashio torps? Oh, the speed? Can we outspeed these? Close. Close. Slow torps here. Torp back there. No chance for cruiser sits this game, unfortunately. Would have been cool. I guess Stalingrad if we get really close to him. But even still, good damage output. I mean, I gotta try, right? I have to try to get close. I don't know the exact range, but I feel like if he's flat broadside, 10 kilometers makes sense. And we're below that. Although, he's just dead. He is just dead. Good team in this one. Certainly blowouts more likely to happen in things like arms race, and especially when all your destroyers live. Yeah, DDs win games, guys, and Elbing is a destroyer, technically, even though it seems more like a light cruiser to me a lot of the time. And I didn't shoot a single round of HE. You Elbing enjoyers are going to have to tell me if that's correct or not, but it feels correct. 9.9 kilometer AA range. It's pretty good. Torpid? Yeah, torpid. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. Yeah, I did not like this ship, man. I do think a lot of this comes down to the legendary upgrade, though. It is so good, man. Being faster, more maneuverable, able to dodge incoming salvos if you're not playing poorly like me in that first game with this speed boost is so nice. And obviously the turret traverse is amazing. That's a big deal. Big deal here is the turret traverse allowing you to just feel like you can adapt to the situation quickly, which is often required as a destroyer, especially one with not the best concealment. If you have good concealment, like, you know, Shima does, you can get the drop on people, and you can make up for that lack of turret traverse by knowing where the ships are before choosing to get into an engagement. But with an Elbing, even with 6.5 kilometer detect, a lot of DDs are going to outspot you, and you don't know exactly where they are unless you're taking things like RPF, which, you know, then you're losing out on damage or range, things like that. And that makes it tough with slow turrets to adapt to that. Whereas with the fast turrets like this, with the legendary upgrade, it's super comfy. I really like it. And I mean, that dispersion, the AP damage, citadeling light cruisers, very, very enjoyable. And it's fast too, very fast. Surprisingly good concealment for a ship this large. And don't discount that 25 mil plating armor-wise on this ship in those DD engagements. We didn't get to see it here because we were fighting a Sherman in that game, and I mean, we were against an Austin, and not a lot of DD engagements, of course, but against those destroyers, you can muscle your way to a victory, even though you have pretty poor DPM as far as the HE goes. I think it's the worst HE DPM at tier 10. And the AP is only going to overpen if they're broadside. They have to be at a perfect angle, a lot of destroyers, in order to get any sort of full pens. But when you do, it's good damage. That's Ship Request, though. Thank you for watching. Make sure you comment down below what you want to see next time. And I was wrong. I was wrong. Elbing is sweet. And I'm glad we got to play it today. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.